Alright guys, so we made it to Champlain last night around 10 o'clock or so. It's Friday the 14th. It's actually my birthday today, and it's 5:30 in the morning. We're at the lakefront right now. We're driving to the boat launch. We're gonna practice today, which is Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday, we have to be off the water at 4 p.m. So we're gonna fish till then, go to the meeting, and fish our first points federation tournament of the year. Hopefully it goes well. A lot of guys are saying the lake's kind of off right now, so that could be good for me because I don't have a ton of history on the lake, so I'll be fishing a lot of new stuff, and if I go in with a clean mind, that could help me. So hopefully go find some fish today and tomorrow and see what happens. Alright, I'll get back to you. Alright, finally caught my first Champlain bass. Not a very big one. It's deep. Pound and a quarter, I'd say. But it's the first Champlain bass. Decent sign that we're maybe onto something. I just saw one spawning. Well, I saw two spawning. One that spoofed when I came up on the nest looked like a freaking monster, like a 5-pound female, and then the other one, the male that was on the nest, is about the size of that one I just caught. Alright guys, a little midday update. I think it's like 11 something, but I didn't check the time yet. Been kind of a grind this morning. What I thought I was going to do, I didn't end up being able to do. I was going to go look for smallmouth on beds. That's how I won as a coin here last year. That's what we did, me and my boater. And the water clarity is just awful right now, so you can't see anything. I mean, you know they're bedding, but you can't see them, and if you can't see them, you can't catch them. So I pretty much started running up north this morning looking for that deal. Saw the water clarity and 360, turned around, came south, and went looking for largies. And been a tough morning. I really only got one spot. I even caught a fish out this morning. Got 2 bites, and a guy over next to me got a few bites, so they're definitely around. See what happens. I'll get back to you. Alright guys, don't want to jinx anything because I know I've said this before, but I think I might have figured something out. That's 2 bites now. That's a much better fish too. I'll take 5 like that on Sunday. 2 bites now, doing the same thing. It's a little rainy now all of a sudden. And that's fishing this flooded timber right here. This is a complete, I literally just was back in a bay and decided, you know, I've been fishing around the flood timber, but I was like, nah, it's too shallow. There's no way there'll be something back there. And that last bay, I just got back in there, caught one, caught another, had another bite, saw another guy next to me catch 3. So I just came over to the next go over, saw this flooded timber, put my jig in there, and just caught that fish right there, first cast. So I think we're onto something. Get back to it. Don't bite, turtle. Don't bite. Got one. Something little. It was like a rock bass. At least there's a fish. Oh, largemouth. Just a little. Oh, sorry. Giving brain damage on the way in. It's a 10-inch largemouth bass. Alright guys, day 2, official final day of practice. It's 5:30 in the morning. We're up at 4:45 today. Drove down to the actual Ticonderoga launch, where we're going to be launching tomorrow. We're about to put in right now. My link never contacted me, so looks like I'll be fishing solo again today, which I definitely don't mind. It's actually the first 2 solo days of fishing I've had early all summer, all spring and summer. First 2 solo days of fishing, so get back to hopefully some fish catching. We just found us a little weed bed action. He's not giant, but this could be a limit spot, you know? Like I just started on the single and I got bit. Well, it's still deep. Feisty. Ain't going around. Sorry, across from the launch. This is a really good weed bed. I knew they had to be in there, man. I just had to figure out what they wanted. I knew they had to be in there. I could sit here all day, fish a Senko and catch fish. I'm pretty sure of it. It's a big weed bed. It looks real good. There's bait all over it. Yeah, I could sit here all day. Question is, do I start here? I mean, this is a pretty freaking good looking spot. Just run straight across and start right here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. One thing I like about the spot too, it's a little deeper. Those weeds are sitting in like 6 feet, which is much deeper than any of the other shit I found. Man, I like those weeds. There's so much bait in there. That was fast. You kidding me? That didn't take long. Oh, we found him, boys. Ain't no one around me, dude. We found him. Oh my god. That's not even a bad fish. I mean, for limit fish, that's another 2-pounder. 2.5 maybe even. I think we know where we're starting tomorrow. Let's go, dude. Literally first cast with the freaking swim bait, man. First cast. Alright, so I'm filming this like 2 months after the tournament because I lost some of the footage, unfortunately. So I'm kind of explaining things. So basically, the night before the tournament, I decided to go to that weed bed. I found that weed bed. You saw the footage where I caught those 2 fish back to back. I mean, it happened so fast and it looked so good. I knew I'd catch more fish there. I pull up first thing in the morning and there's another boater on it who I'm pretty sure I recognize. And I'm pretty sure, you know, he's like a guy who's fished the Fed for a while. He's a pretty good fisherman. And you know, I pull up on the other side of the point and I'm working my way towards him because that's where the better weed spot was. I finally get up to where that sweet spot, you know, where I caught both my fish and really where I wanted, the only spot I wanted to fish in the whole weed bed. And then this happens.
As far as you guys are coming, or?
What's that?
As far as you guys are coming, or what?
We're just trying to fish this right here.
Started on the other side of that point.
Yeah. I wanted to.
Started on that point and working this way.
Yeah. I wanted to come in here, but you were here, so I was just working behind you. Just let me know where you want to go, and I'll go behind you.
Then you can hear from me. I'll be like, if I can cast through your boat,
Okay.
like, there's plenty of fish here.
Okay. So realistically, I think we both handled the situation really well. This is my first ever Federation tournament as a boater. You know, my first big tournament as a boater, and I pull up and there's a guy in my spot. You know, and he kind of tried to bully me out of it at first. I think what he was trying to do is make me just leave and let him have it. And we both clearly found the spot in practice. I wasn't gonna budge. I wasn't gonna leave. It's a big enough area we could both share it. I really wanted to fish that sweet spot, and then you heard him say, he said you can have from here to here. So that's all I wanted. So that's what I did. I stayed right there the rest of the morning. I think, you know, he was happy, I was happy. We communicated instead of, you know, fighting, and I think, you know, it could have been a lot worse, but I think we both handled it very maturely and very well. I think we'll get him. I think it's just a matter of waiting it out. Just waiting for that window when they start really hammering it down. I'd like to put one in the boat. Huh? I'd like to put one in the boat. Like an off the weight hours. See that? That was a bass for sure. 100% a bass. 100,000%. No question. I should keep that spook in my hand because if they're coming up, they should hit that spook. Oh yeah. It's not giant, but yeah, get to that. Decent start. I'll take it. That's a good fish. Take it. Hammer that. Let's go. I'll take that as start. Pull it up for you. Dude, that's actually better than I thought. Five like that.
Oh,
Let's go, dude. Give me a high five on that one.
dude, you can bet your ass I'm going on.
Water. Let's go, buddy. Look at that patty. Were you throwing the chatterbaits? Okay. I got flukes if you need them. You like the zooms?
No, I like the
Yeah. Dude, I used to, when I was a kid, they used to make the C2. I don't know if they ever do that one. Yep. That thing was money, dude. Then they made it floating. They changed it. It used to be sinking. They changed it to floating. When they did that,
That's why I like the can shit. Heavier.
it's heavy, it sinks, exactly. I'll stick that thing up under docks too, like really pop them in, and slate them in. Just having those two fish, like I think we can get 3 bites on wood. So if we have to do that in the afternoon, I think I'd get 3 bites doing that. And all my bites on wood were good ones, so. I didn't think I could get more than 3 though. Dude, I don't know. It's just such a, I'm so torn, you know, I can't decide, like, do we stay and just wait, or do we go?
Look,
back
I mean,
to it?
you know the fish are still here.
True.
You know bait's still here somewhere.
True.
And we don't know, but, I mean...
Could run over to that point quick and just flip those trees.
Yeah,
So
I mean...
pull a couple off. Because then it's close, come back here then.
That's a big one. That's a big fish.
Good fish, dude. That one wasn't coming on.
No,
There's good fish here, man. We could win this tournament spot. You just get 5. Just gotta stay calm and do our thing.
Yep.
So at this point, I have those 2 big fish I caught out of the weed bed. I had a couple other that blew up and missed it, that were also giants, so just flat out missed it. Nothing I could do. And so what I do is I pull up and I go to this one tree where you saw where I caught the fish in the first 10 minutes the day before. Dude, I pull up and oh man, my line, I flip in there with my jig, my line just starts flying towards me. I jack this freaking fish, it's giant. He's jumping everywhere, he's getting, I get him right up to the boat, I get him probably a foot from the net. My co-angler's got the net ready for him. And I've got him coming, swimming towards the net. And when he's about 2 inches from the net, the jig just pops out for no reason. 99% of those fish come in the boat, and this is the 1% that didn't come in. I ended up weighing 13.5 pounds, 2 good 4-pounders, and 3 little fish, 1 smallmouth in the mix, so that was kind of cool. You know, first Federation tournament, I wasn't upset with the finish. I think I did pretty well for the circumstances. If I would have caught more fish out of that weed bed, I think I legitimately could have won the tournament. I think I could have weighed 20 pounds out of that weed bed. You know, it's fishing, that's how it goes. I had a lot of fun and learned a ton in this tournament, so I cannot complain whatsoever. Remember to like the video, subscribe, comment some feedback. I'm gonna try to put out some more videos. Potomac's coming up next, so stay tuned. Should be some good footage in that, and yeah, until next time, CK Fishing.